Welcome back to Advanced Wars Story. This is part 3 and we are up to mission 5. Next up we have an Andy mission. Andy must protect his decision. I think you could have worded that better. I don't know if a decision is something you'd protect. You could defend his decision, so that's one way you could put it. It would feel a little better, but I'm just nitpicking the writing at this point. So yes, Max and Sammy have found out about the attack from earlier, and they're about to meet Black Hole again. Anything is humiliating to Adder, I think. So this next mission, I'm not exactly certain I'm a huge fan of it. I did play it off screen so that I wouldn't be going into this completely blind, but it has the first of many special conditions, which is nice, but considering the enemy CO, it's a little strange. And you can tell that we're not facing a Black Hole CO because of the glitch with the CO portrait earlier. Yeah, I think Max just wants to get into the combat as soon as possible. And not worry about anything. Mission 5. Verdict. Nice and simple. I can appreciate that. So yes, Nell wants a practice battle with Andy to make sure that, this is something that he actually wants, and is totally confident in. It kind of makes this mission a little fillery, but I think it's understandable. Yeah, this reasoning from Sammy also makes sense. Now this map looks pretty basic because it's basically both sides have the same amount of money and bases, but there's a special condition here. Does she say it here? Maybe she said it earlier. Oh, she's gonna say it here. Beat me without losing 5 units. And our enemy is the CO known for causing random amounts of extra damage. I don't think that's necessarily the best combination in the world. Does it show up in terms? Yeah, okay, terms confirms it. Don't lose 5 units. And remember, if you lose a unit inside of an APC, then that counts as 2 lost units. Oh, actually, Nell has 1 extra base and a couple of extra buildings. But on turn 2, you have enough money to get 2 tanks on this first turn. Or on the second turn, rather. Now, I vaguely remember when I played this mission for the first time, there was a way to beat it rather easily. There was a kind of a cheese strat. I don't know if it still works. I don't even remember what the strategy was. So I'm just going to play through it normally, and by normally I mean spam a bunch of tanks. That's what I'm going to do. Because that's the best way to handle a mission like this. So there is something a little funny you can do. You can see that this tank is able to cover this entire area, but if one of your tanks goes over here... Oh no, the tank can't actually attack your tank. Because the infantry is going to stay there and try to capture. I don't know, I think that's funny. So I'm basically going to go up the middle here. The sides, I don't want to spend too much on the sides. Because that does mean that the units to the left and right, coming from those bases, they can go into the center. And this is an interesting spot I'm in. The artillery is all the way over here. That's a little bit unusual, but that's fine. I can still avoid its range. Move forward. And do I want to... if I destroy the infantry on the city, then this infantry is forced to capture. Unless this infantry decides to capture first. So in that case, you can see that this map essentially has 3 different lanes. and it's really difficult for units from one lane to get into the other lanes. Like this recon, it's not coming over here. So I think now is the time to get an APC. Because capturing the HQ is still the ideal way to win. I'm going to lose my first unit here. That's fine. So I can only lose 3 more units. If I lose a 5th unit, it's over. I'm just going to keep going here. And where can these tanks move? This one can't hit anything. This one can hit something. I'm going to... Actually, with the infantry move first, I don't know if there's a way to check the turn order in this game. In Fire Emblem games, it's very easy to check the order that the enemy units are going to move in, but you can't really do that in Advanced Wars. At least I don't think you can. There'd be no way to know. But if infantry move first, then this will be okay. I'm going to get a recon over here. I might need to stop these 2 units on this side. But that probably won't happen, or be necessary. Yes, the infantry did in fact capture first, so it blocked the tank from being able to attack. This is AI abuse, but I just do it habitually at this point. So keep plowing through the enemies rather slowly. And, this might get a little bit hairy, but this recon can actually reach into this force. That's very good. I could interrupt the cap on this side, but I don't think that's really necessary. Sometimes Nell can get a, Actually, I'm gonna have the recon be over here, because I want to mess around with this artillery a little bit. Sometimes Nell can get a medium tank if she has the money for it. And she might have a decent amount of money. She's gonna do her regular power, and this is what I think is one of the problems with this mission. If she gets a really good luck roll, that can cost you a unit due to RNG, but she actually made the dumbest move possible, which is to attack with those 2 4 HP tanks. I should have realized that that was going to happen. Okay. Though, it is a bit of a problem that the artillery is here now, and, I'm not sure if I can actually push through and destroy it. It would help if I had some more HP, because my units are damaged at the moment. So, you know what? Why not? I've got the power. I'm going to use it. And apparently Andy just realized he could do that too. So let's see if this is enough to maybe... Oh yeah, that's definitely enough, because I'm getting a bit of a boost too. So, first and foremost... attack here, because I want to use just a regular infantry on this thing. And I won't be able to... Well, she's not going to have her CO power on the next turn anyway, so I don't think it's that much of a problem. So just keep the tanks coming. I guess it might be a bit of an issue that I'm just spamming tanks, and that appears to be working. We are still on, what, turn 8? And I've only lost 1 unit. So the artillery prioritized the infantry. That's so strange. These AI moves sometimes. So now what? Not totally certain what to do with this. I guess the artillery is going to take a shot. It's only, like, 1 artillery, right? It's not a huge problem. That infantry is going to just capture. Oh, if I capture this building, then the artillery is forced to attack it, so I'm completely safe. No, the 4 HP artillery is forced to attack it. But the other one can't do anything. And maybe they will be diverted and come over here to attack my recon. I suppose the APC probably should have gone around the side in order to get at the HQ quicker. I almost forgot to build units. Ah, that's 2 units I've lost. Okay. But like I thought, I managed to pull away some of their units, and they now have a rocket. So you go back here. I need to push through as many enemies as possible. And I'm hoping I can do something about the rocket, too, because that's a very immediate threat. It's gonna get a hit, but it shouldn't get that huge of a hit. I need to get this out of the way. It's stalling my tank from moving forward. Of course, I should have attacked from the forest. Okay. Depending on what the rocket does, I might be able to start capturing on the next turn. So let's base block. I don't know if they're going to be able to destroy that recon on this turn. Nell's got a regular power now. Will she use it? She will. This might be trouble for me. I've lost 2 units so far, and I can only lose 2 more. There's 1. And there's 2. So I can't lose another unit past this point. But I have my CO power ready again. He forgot how to use his powers. So I like the condition because... Oh, by the way, Hyper Repair does 3 HP instead of just 2. Anyways, I like that the condition makes it so that you have to basically pay more attention than you normally would. But you're up against Nell, and that means she can get lucky and defeat you much quicker than you're expecting. So what do I want to do? If I start capturing... I just kind of started the capture without thinking. I don't really know if that was the best plan. Go here. And do this. That might be troublesome because there's that mech there. It could finish off the infantry. I don't think any of the other units could. But the mech probably could. So let's use the APC to block. Now, I might have to take another turn because, for sure, the infantry capturing the HQ is going to get damaged. I couldn't get rid of the infantry next to it. Yeah, one more turn. One more turn and I'm fine. I could even route. Maybe I should try and route. Let's see, can I reach here? Yeah. Get rid of you. That was lucky. Nell's not the only one who can get lucky from time to time. At this point, I'm definitely safe. I'm not going to lose at this point. And why not? Let's base block her and really rub it in. Such an easy victory. Yeah, I should be fine. This is definitely a perfect S rank, I think. Oh, so this battle was entirely pointless, huh, Nell? I get the feeling she was just trolling Andy with this battle. So Orange Star is gonna fight the world in order to defend Black Hole. Oh, but look who was listening in. Ah, yes. And, the other countries have decided to join in as well. Yeah, Olaf still remembers what Lash did to his homeland. Eagle as well. They turn on their former friends rather quickly, wouldn't you say?
Mission complete.
But Sonia seems a little bit conflicted. Oh, I was just shy of a perfect score. I took one turn too many. Alright then. Yeah, 12 turns was the limit, it seems. No matter, on to the next map. Or should I say maps, because now we have a choice of which map to play. I believe there's one map against each country, so I think we have to play through all of them, so I'll just pick whichever one is the easiest. Be right back. Alright, I'm back, and it's time for the second mission of this video. I remember this one being very easy, so let's do this one. You play as Sami in this mission. Each of these 3 missions has you play as a different Orange Star CO other than Andy. And for this map, we are playing against Eagle and his air units. One might expect the old rivalry of Andy versus Eagle to be revived for this mission. However, Sami wants to do it instead, so she can hopefully talk down Eagle. And in case that doesn't happen, Sami has a very interesting backup plan that involves one soldier and the weirdest victory march ever. Seriously, Andy? Do you not notice it? Well, okay. Then again, they didn't hint that much at a relationship in Advance Wars 1, did they? But for sure in Advance Wars 2 after that rescue mission at the end of Green Earth's campaign. Not the first time they've gotten into a fight, of course. Wow, that's your excuse? If it was for you, or if it weren't for you? Grammar problem, maybe? I don't know. Expect me to nitpick at spelling errors. So as you can see, this is a Fog of War mission, and we've definitely got plenty of vision on the enemy already. So this mission, oh yes, we're introducing a new air unit here, actually. The Interceptor unit. Sami doesn't have any air units. He remembers. He remembers what Sami is famous for. Unfortunately, yeah, this Interceptor is actually just going to sit there and do absolutely nothing. However, there's a way to get rid of it. You see what I mean? The missile is finally useful. So with this mission, it's pretty easy to just, like, hide all of your units in the woods, and then, I don't know, wait for the enemy to run out of gas or something. So I should have put the mechs in the APCs. Or actually, maybe infantry is better. But we do kind of want to charge Sami's CO power, so let's get these guys in the woods so they don't get spotted. I think it's safe to have the missile be out in the open on the first turn, but on the next turn I'm definitely going to try and hide it better. And I also want the anti-airs guarding it, because no doubt Eagle's going to have a couple of bombers or something coming in. And you can also build backup missiles if you want. But I think this force should be enough for this mission. Let's see what he's got. Oh yeah, I definitely need to reposition the recons. There's a chance they'll get spotted. In fact, one of them did, but there's no more units to actually attack with, so that's fine. Okay, change positions. And it's time for the missile to get in the woods. I'm gonna make backup missiles. Do I need anything else? I definitely need to position this guy correctly. And the APC can continue on its path forward. Because Sami still has that... She still has that +1 transport movement thing, right? Yeah, for sure. I guess I could try capturing a couple of other cities if I wanted to. Alright, now we need to hope that the enemy positions their units in such a way that favors us. And that bomber is definitely in just the right position. Unfortunately, one of the anti-airs was spotted, so we're going to be taking a couple of hits. Okay. Definitely need to get that APC to safety. Man, I really hate Eagle's buffed air unit defenses, because sometimes you won't get the one-hit kill you're expecting. Let's do this. And I realize I'm focusing on the B-copters first when the bombers are a more immediate threat. But I really need to get these APCs to safety, so I need kind of a path cleared for that one. Well, as long as the infantry is here, I think it's going to be fine. The missiles also need to be protected. So let's see if we can lure the bomber into this missile's range. Let's see if Eagle decides to go for it. And down here, maybe the tank will try and attack that mech. It's possible. Gonna need some more anti-airs, though. So, actually, I should check his dossier, because he's using Lightning Drive, and I don't know if that changed at all in story. This ROM hack, rather. So I'm hoping that he just... I'm hoping that he did not just get a huge buy APC. It was nice knowing you. Well, technique is gonna be horrible in this battle. My technique score. Let's take a look at what he's got. That looks like vanilla. Oh, and they gain extra movement and defense is increased again. Alright, so that's gonna be troublesome. Let's see, Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike looks vanilla. Well, that attack and defense boost is pretty big. Whew. Well, let's see. Should I just get the air units out of the way? At least I can still do a decent amount of damage. So this missile will... I think I'm just gonna get rid of the bombers for the time being. And also the B-copters also need to be damaged. Alright, so you can still do a decent amount of damage, even with that power-up. Let's get anti-air and some artillery. Because the weakness of this map, honestly, is that once the air units are out of the way, then all you need to do is get a missile over to where the interceptor is and blow it up. And then you can victory march, because for sure you're going to have victory march ready by the time you get over there with a missile. All those expensive air units that you were destroying as you go. Yeah, I really don't know how you're expected to get 100 technique on this. Victory March is ready, and I can pretty much... And I can say that the enemy's air force is pretty much covered. So with that out of the way, it's time to get the missile over here. Does the missile have 6 range or 5? I think it had 5. He's got another lightning drive. I really have no idea what the fighters are doing there. They don't do anything. Oh, he spotted one of the recons. That's not good. Yeah, all I have to do is get one space closer, and I'm gold, because the HQ is not going to repair that unit. So I think I'm in the clear for now. Unless something weird happens. What is he getting supplied by? Is there like a, there must be an APC there, I guess. So the missile versus interceptor. The interceptor is basically a very, very defensive air unit. Takes down other air units. It's like an MD fighter, I guess, something like that. I'm not exactly a huge fan of it for the same reason I'm not a huge fan of the Dreadnought, but at least you have anti-airs to deal with this thing. I don't think it can fire on ground forces. Oh, they spotted another recon. That thing won't be living another turn. And I'm pretty sure, for this mission at least, after you hit the interceptor twice, it goes into its repair mode, because it'll be at 2 HP. Or 1 HP in this case. So all I gotta do is wait one more turn, I think. I believe the interceptor is worth like 26,000 gold, something like that. What is this bomber doing? It moved south. I guess it saw that it couldn't attack the recon up there. That was still a really weird play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should do it. She who controls the land controls the battle. Yeah, so much for learning your lesson, eh, Eagle? Yeah, the score is going to be terrible here, but I don't really care. I will stop you by sending one single grunt to your HQ and capture it. This story's got a couple of weird, romance-related moments to it, too, and you'll see a couple of more of them later.
Mission complete.
Luckily for us, I don't think Rachel would ever consider going out with a foreign CO, so I think she's safe. Well, that score was not as terrible as I thought, 286, in just 9 turns. Well, that's going to be it for this episode of Advance Wars Story. Next up, we have the 2 Blue Moon missions in this group of 3, so I will see you for that, everybody.